Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful lights doing today? We're going to get started on today's reading right away and see what Spirit has for you. Okay. All right, my loves. So this is looking like a soul contract. So Aquarius, you made a soul contract before you reincarnated and came back into this lifetime to go through the events that you agreed to go through. These events, this one coming up anyway, is looking bumpy. Okay, so this is a storm warning for you. There is a person coming in that does not have good intentions for you, or this could be somebody in your life right now. Just be aware and use your intuition. You're going to feel when this person is around you that this is probably the person I'm speaking about. You're going to intuitively feel that something just doesn't feel right about this person. When you hear them talking to you and you're listening to what they're saying, you're going to kind of see through it. This goes along with what I keep talking about, that we are vibrating high enough from these energies coming in that have raised our vibrations to see people's hearts now and to feel when a person is around us that is good or bad. Okay, so just be very careful, be aware of that, and let's see what other beautiful messages hopefully Spirit has for us in this deck. Okay. Somebody's going to be calling you. I'm seeing some kind of verbal message coming in. This is somebody who's going to say something to you that is kind of judgy. It looks like they're going to say something, or you may take it that way. You may take it the wrong way. I feel like there's a justice in all of this, though. There is some kind of lesson or teaching for somebody in this as well. I'm seeing that this is going to turn into some type of argument. Okay, there's going to be some pushback here when this person says whatever they're going to say to you, and I am seeing that you are going to set them straight. You're going to have a justice here, and this person's going to have much more respect for you after this. They're not going to ever talk to you like that again or say anything, half-baked like they're going to initially with this. I want to say it's judgment. Like it's just going to be something that is going to sound like they're judging you. All right. And they may not know the whole story when they, discuss whatever they're discussing with you. They may be missing pieces. And so they really don't know what they're talking about. And you are going to let them know. You're going to put them on blast. Okay. Here I'm seeing things returning to normal, and this person looking at you, looking up to you because you are sticking up for yourself. And this is a person who pushes their boundaries and pushes their limits with others as well. Okay, this is somebody who I don't know, I want to say gets off on pushing people's buttons. I want to say this may be one of those people that we talk about in the readings who is sucking the life out of you, is very negative and doesn't really have too many nice things to say. So this is a person you should definitely separate yourself from. That's just my advice. And here I'm seeing the utmost respect coming in for you from this person from now on. I'm seeing that they're going to look at you in a whole new way. Okay, let's continue. I'm seeing something coming in fast and furious here for Aquarius. It looks like some type of clarity you're needing to get on a situation. Okay, so for some of you, you might be feeling alone right now. You might be going through some kind of loneliness. This time that you're feeling this way and you're spending time alone, you might even be hermiting up. Some of you, this is a very needed time for you to take this time to yourself, okay? Because you are growing in leaps and bounds spiritually right now. So for those of you who are feeling different, you're feeling more connected to spirit somehow, or you're opening up, your mind is starting to open up to the reality of, that there are other things out there that maybe you can't really see that exist. Okay, this is for you. So you're getting in touch with your higher self. You're getting in touch you're moving in closer to spirit, more connected, in other words. I'm seeing this is happening for a lot of you very quickly, and there is some kind of clarity you're getting regarding the spiritual world, okay? And this is something very interesting I saw on the news today. Somebody from the military that's high up saying there is absolutely other life out there, other life forms. Okay, so when you hear this, if you've been one of those people that totally didn't believe that and it scares you, don't be afraid. Think about how vast and how huge the universe is. Of course, we're not the only life form out there. All right, let's continue here. I'm seeing a masculine. I feel like there's another masculine that you are going to meet at some kind of gathering. And this person, you're going to befriend this person. This could be more or less what we spoke about initially. All right, so it looks like whatever this is, it might be like talk of getting together for a business of sorts. I see that maybe you haven't been in this, talking about business, thinking about business for a while. You've kind of taken a break from doing anything, like taking chances, taking risks. You've kind of been laid back with that, hanging back. I'm seeing that you're going to meet another masculine at a gathering, and this person may talk you into something that will turn out to be a major setback for you. So you want to be aware of that. Okay, you're a person who's very giving, loving, and generous, and you only see the good in other people. So you can be talked into things not because you're not smart and not because you're green behind the ears, just because of who you are as far as being this beautiful light, this beautiful person who just has faith in humanity. All right, I'm seeing somebody this is a feminine actually. You're ignoring your happiness right now. You're putting someone else first, or you're putting others before you. Okay, this is getting in the way of your happiness. You're spent. You're just feeling like you have no energy. You need a fresh new start, and you need to start focusing on you. This is coming from spirit, not from me. They're saying that you need to start focusing on yourself more, nurturing yourself, loving yourself, taking good care of yourself. You need to get your I heard the word recharge. So you need to get this recharge of yourself, charge yourself back up, okay? And I'm seeing that you're just walking around carrying burdens on the daily. You're carrying other people's burdens, I feel, okay? They're not even your burdens. You're just trying to help everyone, and you spread yourself out so thin. I see you even going to help people that you volunteer to help, or some kind of volunteer situation. And you're helping your family, you're helping people that need help. You're a healer, okay? But you need this recharge in order to continue healing, because right now your abilities are, just, they're very low, okay? So you're not really going to be able to help people that much until you get this recharge. All right, I'm talking to a feminine. This is very detailed, so if I'm speaking to you, please comment below the video. Your lover, boyfriend, husband left to work somewhere else, a different state or a different town, and this has made you feel very stuck and very saddened, okay? He knows this person that he's going to work for, and this was like an offer he couldn't refuse, and you do need the money. So you discussed it, and he did go, but it's causing you sadness and stuckness. And if this is you, please comment below the video, and let's continue. And guys, this is a good time for me to bring up that I do offer $20 readings. Those interested can click on the description below the video. I also do phone readings for those of you who might be interested in that. you know, the phone readings are good because you can continue to ask questions throughout the reading. All right, let's get back to this reading here. I'm seeing some event or some joyous type of event coming, or something, a happy time coming in. I'm seeing a lot of positivity coming in for my Aquarius overall, and I'm seeing abundance. I'm also seeing somebody's doing something, or maybe many of you are making decisions on your finances. When I say making decisions, like never before. You used to be, you know, happy, or just not happy, but just okay with your job or your career, even though actually you weren't happy. All right, so but in other words, you didn't make any moves, you didn't put any action behind it, you just got comfortable there, or you had fear of moving out of that or forward, or trying to get a new connection, a new financial connection, whether that be, you know, going to school or changing your job, what have you. I'm seeing you guys moving and shaking now. There is a want, a strong want to increase your finances, to bring in more abundance. And I'm seeing a lot of you changing your mind on this and starting to put in this action. You're going for happier things. You're going for your happiness now. And you are going to manifest so much positivity with this new perspective on life, this new attitude, and putting action behind all of your endeavors. I'm feeling that you're very strong right now, Aquarius. Something is bringing you in strength. And I'm seeing you're very smart, and your intelligence is going to bring in the bacon. All right. So here I'm seeing, oh, okay. So I'm seeing a mother, a force, or a mother energy around her children, or a child. You are protecting your child or children from something right now, and you're feeling very strong about it. So you are like a mother lion over your child or children, and you're going to figure out there is an ending coming to something here, or something already ended. You're making the correct decision. You're going to be very happy with your decision, very happy with how things are going to turn out with this situation overall. Okay, let's continue. I'm seeing, okay, so here I'm seeing a new beginning for this feminine and this masculine. I'm seeing you're both single right now. So you might have met somebody. I'm talking to all of my singles right now, basically. You might have recently met somebody. This is a new opportunity for you that you have high hopes on. You're very excited about this person. You're looking at them like you wish you would have met them before. I wish I would have met this person a while ago, because this is definitely somebody that I can relate to, that I could talk to, that you have a good time together. You're going to have many more good times together. You're going to be very close in a way that is going to be like, what I'm feeling is a friendship, but also a very intense love life. So that might have been missing from other relationships that you've been in the past, the friendship part. But you're going to have this beautiful friendship where you're going to have the utmost respect for one another. You're going to put each other on a pedestal. You're never going to cross the line. You've learned from past relationships not to cross that line. In other words, you've learned how to argue, I want to say, or how to disagree. You no longer curse people out, scream at them. That doesn't work. As soon as we do that, we've crossed the line, and that is the beginning of the end, guys. I think a lot of us have come to this conclusion. So, the people who are vibrating high, that's who I'm talking to here, because both of you are vibrating high, and this is why you're going to mesh so well and have such a connection. Okay, so you also have the same qualities, you have the same interests for the most part. Okay, here I'm seeing something Somebody is choosing to walk away from something that is very toxic. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you. Okay. Because I'm feeling your emotions. That is why I can say that to you. I'm feeling your emotions. If this is you, please comment below the video that you have made this decision to finally walk away. And I'm seeing your future is looking bright. I'm seeing a victory for you. So now that you've moved away from this situation, you're going to have clarity on how to go about getting the things that are going to bring in happiness, and how to go about getting the things that are going to be good for you, and change your direction in life so that you can start to move forward. I think being in a very unhappy situation holds all of us back from moving forward in our lives. It's almost like we get stuck. Whatever age you are, when you become unhappy in a situation and you choose to stay in that situation, I think just like, they say this about addiction as well, that people who tend to, start using drugs and have addiction issues, they're not very mature. They their level of maturity stays where they're at when they started that. Okay, I think it works the same way with unhappy situations, because our brain stops working for us. We just seem to dwell. It's very hard to get clarity and think about happiness and things we want when we're in this a constant moment of unhappiness, if you know what I mean. So anyway, this is going to be so awesome for you. You have no idea how happy you are going to be in the very near future once you are totally away from this and you start putting in the action to create your life in a different way. You are going to go through a huge transformation here. There's so much in your future that you do not see that is going to be beautiful for you. Okay, so let's continue. This might be the same person or maybe someone else, but I am also seeing a tower moment. I'm seeing that this tower moment made you realize that you have not been happy for a very long time, and I see you moving toward a decision. All right, I'm also seeing a person fearful of feeling left out in the cold or feeling alone, or maybe this is how you're feeling now, and this is bringing on the tower moment. Either way, I do see you making a decision for yourself. Okay, guys, this is why it's important for us to not look to other people to bring in our happiness and our security and our financial security. It's so important that we get that from ourselves. All of that. We need to be secure within ourselves. And even though that may sound like, it's something silly that people have said, you've heard this for many years, but there is a truth in this. Okay, the truth is that some of us, for different reasons, maybe it's something that some trauma, some childhood abandonment we've gone through, something that took away pieces of us. Okay, we need to get those pieces back before we start looking to others to put band-aids on those pieces, to bring in love that's missing from inside of our hearts for ourselves. Okay, so if we're empty and we're looking to fill those empty spots inside of us by bringing other people in, it's just a band-aid. And when those people, when your relationship stops working, or I don't wish this on anybody, but if you stop, your marriage ends, marriages do end, you're in that place again, only you're worse. You're feeling worse and more empty than ever. Okay, so especially between relationships, this is the perfect time for you to start working on you. And how to do that is to put yourself on a pedestal and engage in the exercises I always tell you to do. Stay in a state of gratefulness. Be grateful for the little things that you have, and just set your intention, guys. Set your intention to love and nurture yourself with very small things that you're doing for yourself. It could be making a meal for yourself, lighting a candle, taking a shower, going shopping, going to play golf, whatever it is that you enjoy. Open up a beer and tell yourself, I am having a beer to nurture myself. You can do that. And these things absolutely work, guys. Okay, absolutely. And if you don't think they do, I dare you to try it. Try it for a month or two. Be consistent, though. Consistency is the key, because eventually your brain will be on autopilot and you won't even have to think about it anymore. You're just going to become that and feel that way. Guys, if you enjoyed this reading, it helps me out a lot if you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And if you think that these messages might help somebody else today, please share, and have a great day.